When it comes to waking up a woman's desire, many men assume it begins with physical touch, but the truth is, desire starts long before that. It begins in the way you show up for her emotionally. A woman wants to feel like she is not just present in your life, but that she is seen, valued, and heard. When you are emotionally present, when you take the time to really listen and engage with her thoughts and feelings, something powerful begins to happen. She softens, she opens up, she feels safe in your presence, and that safety is what allows her desire to flourish. Think about it. If a woman feels ignored, dismissed, or unheard, how can she possibly connect with you on a deeper level? But the moment she feels that you are attentive, that her emotions matter, her heart begins to respond, and that is the first spark of desire. Men often underestimate the role of emotional intimacy in creating passion. They believe passion can simply be switched on, like flicking a light. But for women, passion is more like a flame that needs careful tending. Every time you pay attention to her emotions, every time you make her feel understood, you are adding fuel to that flame. Imagine asking her how her day went and really listening, not just nodding along, but actually engaging with what she says. Imagine holding her when she feels stressed instead of offering a quick solution. These moments are not small. They are everything. They tell her that she matters to you beyond the physical. And when she feels that kind of security and love, her body and mind naturally lean toward desire. It is also important to recognize that emotional presence is not just about being available when she talks. It's about consistency. Women crave reassurance, not in the sense of weakness, but in the sense of knowing that their man will show up for them again and again. When you create that consistency, when you prove through actions and words that she is safe with you, the trust deepens. And trust is the soil in which her desire grows strong roots. Without trust, desire struggles. With trust, it flourishes beautifully. So if you want to wake up a woman's desire, start by being fully there with her. Put down your phone when she is speaking. Give her your undivided attention. Touch her, not just with your hands, but with your eyes, your words, and your presence. These are the things that awaken her emotionally. And once she is awake emotionally, her body follows naturally. Because for a woman, the mind and the heart are the gateways to the body. When you love her heart, you will never have to chase her desire. It will find you on its own. And that is the real foreplay every woman longs for. Desire is not built in a single moment. It is created through countless small gestures that tell a woman she is loved, appreciated, and valued. Many men believe passion only happens behind closed doors, but the truth is, a woman's desire begins to awaken during the simplest parts of her day. When you reach out with thoughtfulness, when you show that you are thinking of her even when she is not around, you are planting seeds of intimacy that grow stronger over time. A short message that says, "I miss you," or "I'm proud of you," can ignite more fire in her heart than a grand declaration. Because for women, it's rarely about the size of the gesture. It's about the intention behind it. Think about the moments when you lighten her load. You step into the kitchen to wash the dishes, or you take care of something she usually handles without being asked. These acts of service may seem ordinary, but to her, they scream love. They say, "I see you, I appreciate you." And when a woman feels appreciated, her walls come down. She begins to feel closer, more connected, and her desire naturally rises because intimacy for her is built from this foundation of everyday care. It's the small surprises too, the flower you bring home not because it's her birthday, but simply because she crossed your mind. The coffee you make her in the morning without her asking. The way you play her favorite song in the car just to see her smile. These gestures may look insignificant from the outside, but to her, they are evidence that she is special. A woman who feels special is a woman whose heart is ready to open, and once her heart opens, her body is not far behind. Even your words carry power. A compliment whispered at the right time, noticing the little details about her, telling her how beautiful she looks even when she feels tired. These affirmations awaken her in ways that physical touch alone never could. They remind her that she is desired, cherished, and still captivating in your eyes. For women, knowing they are seen and admired outside the bedroom makes the intimacy inside the bedroom so much more alive. Men often think that passion must come from dramatic efforts, but it is consistency in the small things that truly sustains desire. When you keep showing her that she matters in everyday ways, you are constantly building anticipation. You are sending her subtle reminders that she is loved, and these reminders slowly transform into a deep craving for you. The little things are not little. They are the heartbeat of her desire, and when you learn to nurture them, you'll discover that she is far more eager to give her love back in return. And that is how the power of small gestures can awaken a woman's deepest desire. One of the greatest mistakes men make when it comes to awakening a woman's desire is moving too fast. Desire for women doesn't usually appear in an instant. It grows through anticipation, through the little moments that build excitement before anything physical even begins. A woman's mind is her most sensitive place, and when you learn to stimulate her imagination and emotions, you create a craving that feels irresistible. Rushing only steals that magic, while slowing down allows it to unfold beautifully. Think about how powerful anticipation can be. A lingering look across the room, a gentle touch on her back that doesn't demand more, or a whispered word that hints at what you're thinking. All of these awaken her senses without overwhelming her. It's like writing a story together where each page makes her want to keep reading. She doesn't want the book to end too quickly. She wants to savor every line, every detail. That's exactly how desire works for women. The build-up is often more exciting than the climax itself. This is why communication plays such a key role. When you tell her what you admire about her, when you express your desire with words that are tender yet confident, you're creating a picture in her mind. And that picture fuels her excitement long before you even touch her. Eye contact, tone of voice, even the way you pause before speaking, these subtleties make her feel desired in a way that goes beyond the physical. She begins to think about you, to long for more, because you've mastered the art of leaving her wanting. Anticipation also requires patience. It's about resisting the urge to rush to the finish line. A gentle kiss that ends sooner than she expects, a touch that lingers just long enough to spark curiosity, or even moments of playful distance. All of these heighten her desire. You are showing her that intimacy with you is not just about the act, but about the experience, the journey. When she feels that you are invested in building the moment rather than just completing it, her body and mind surrender fully to you. The truth is, women crave this kind of experience because it makes them feel like the center of your attention. It tells her you are not just after pleasure for yourself, but you want to awaken something deeper within her. The more you take your time, the more she feels safe to let go, and the more powerful her desire becomes. She doesn't just want you in that moment, she longs for you. She thinks about you. She craves you even after it's over. That is the power of slowing down, of building anticipation, and of understanding that waking up a woman's desire is not about rushing to the end, but about creating a journey she never wants to stop walking with you. Confidence has always been attractive, but what many men don't realize is that confidence alone is not enough to awaken a woman's desire. It must be balanced with care. A woman feels most drawn to a man who knows what he wants and moves with certainty, yet who also shows that her comfort and pleasure are just as important as his own. This balance is magnetic because it tells her she can trust him to lead while still feeling safe in his presence. When a man carries himself with quiet confidence, not arrogance, she feels the strength of his energy. And when that confidence is wrapped in gentleness, she feels cherished, not controlled. That is the sweet spot where desire begins to rise. A man who leads with confidence but lacks care can come across as selfish, and that instantly kills a woman's attraction. But when a man couples his self-assurance with attentiveness, checking in with her, reading her responses, making sure she is comfortable, he creates a space where she can fully let go. She doesn't have to hold back or guard herself because she knows he is not just focused on what he wants, but also on what she needs. That kind of sensitivity is not weakness, it is strength, because it shows he has the maturity to put her well-being at the center of the connection. Confidence with care also means being intentional. It's in the way you touch her, the way you look at her, the way you hold her hand in public as if to say, "I'm proud to have you by my side." It's the assurance you give with your actions that she is desired and respected. A woman notices these things deeply, and they awaken a sense of longing within her because she feels chosen and protected. She feels like she belongs to a man who values her, and that feeling stirs up passion in ways words cannot fully capture. True confidence is not about control, it's about security. When you radiate a sense of direction in life, when you are sure of who you are and what you stand for, she feels drawn to your strength. But when you pair that strength with kindness, patience, and attentiveness, her desire intensifies because now she is not only attracted to your presence, she feels safe surrendering to it. Desire for women often blooms where trust and admiration meet, and nothing builds that faster than a man who is confident enough to lead and caring enough to love deeply. So, if you truly want to wake up a woman's desire, don't just show her your strength, show her your heart alongside it. That combination of power and tenderness is what makes her look at you with longing, and it is what keeps her desire for you alive.